Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pop Culture Explosion. My name is Andrew, and this is Paul.
Here at Pop Culture Explosion, we grab someone random off the street. We think they know what they're talking about, and we sit them here. And so, this is Andrew.
I'm Andrew.
Andrew, what are we talking about today?
Today, we are talking about Game of Thrones.
Game of
season.
Thrones season 7.
Was bananas.
Amazing, amazing. So, first we'll just do a real quick recap of the show.
Okay.
What's your initial thoughts?
So, my impression of the season overall was positive. I think that there were some things that annoyed me in the choices they made, filming and directing wise, but overall they advanced the storyline really well, and I was happy with it.
I thought the pacing was great.
Yeah.
We saw some reunions that were really, it was nice seeing the Starks back together.
I really liked that.
Yeah, and we've been waiting for 7 seasons to finally see dragons kick ass.
That's very true too. I mean, 1 scene per season for the last X years has been kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So, I mean,
very good.
With them, and the other thing too, by the way, guys, just to let you know, there will be spoilers in this.
So many
spoilers. So,
all of them.
If you are Game of Thrones fans, you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, you're not a Game of Thrones fan.
No.
Just saying it, okay?
And you probably aren't even watching this, because what's the point?
Yeah, most likely. So, the one thing that really kind of shocked me was I thought the dragons would be more of a threat to the White Walkers.
Like more invincible?
Yeah.
You mean less threatened by, I guess?
You know what? I
think I know what you mean.
Yeah, I was a little surprised about that. But all in all, I thought the pacing was good. We had the conversations between the characters that we needed.
Yeah.
And there were just there wasn't so many like jaw-dropping moments like in the previous seasons. There was almost like one every other episode.
Like, and Game of Thrones is very much about like horrible surprises.
Yeah, and
like,
we didn't have that.
Hey, fan favorite dead.
Yeah, so,
like, family ruined. And this one was, I don't know, to steal an analogy from the shows, it was kind of a climb instead of a descent. Mm-hmm. Because it was like positive things building, yeah, setbacks and such, but overall it was pretty badass.
Yeah, it was. So, I think let's go to the best winners or the best winners for season 7.
So biggest. All right. So who do you think? Who is the Starks? The Stark family in general.
Starks family in general. I mean, Sansa, she got elevated to the Queen of the North. The Starks.
She's the Lady of Winterfell. She's not Queen of the North.
Oops, you're right.
Wrong.
See, I told you wrong.
That's why I'm here.
I think having the alliance between Daenerys and the dragons with the Starks, that's powerful. Yes. And we got the King of the North.
Yeah.
So again, having the 3 siblings in the same room at the same time. We've been waiting seasons for that.
That was like a triumph, I think, for everybody who watches and was like sick of all of them dying and getting crapped on pretty much for seconds.
Or getting raped, killed, whatever.
All the horrible boxes. Mm-hmm. I see that.
Who is your biggest winner?
Biggest winner for me was the Night King.
Yeah.
He probably, I don't know, increased the size of his army by many multiples. He got a freaking dragon.
He got a dragon. He got a dragon. No, agreed. And the thing is, though, from what I've read is, this dragon, now that he's undead, he's actually stronger individually than the other 2 dragons.
Interesting. Is that like fan theory?
That's fan theory, of course.
You didn't talk to George?
Well, we're not on a talking basis anymore. He killed one of my favorite characters, and I nixed that friendship.
Okay, well, I owe him a text this afternoon.
Okay, well, ask him, please.
Just to make sure.
Who was the biggest loser?
Biggest loser? I think the biggest loser was... That's a tough one,
The phrase.
I think, well, that's the obvious answer. The phrase, yes. They all died, right?
They're dead. Yeah, they're dead badly.
I think I would have to agree with you.
Yeah.
As of now, I think that, as we saw, like, how the season closed, it makes me think that the biggest loser, I guess, was almost Cersei. Because she lost Jaime. And she's going to go full batshit now. And I think that the implications of that make her a big loser, but not the biggest.
Yeah, I mean, she was very saddened when he left, and he was, what little influence he had was probably her only moral compass.
Right, exactly. And he realized that was over, and he literally couldn't talk sense to her anymore, and he bailed, because why would you stick around?
Yeah. Now we didn't have that many deaths in this season of major characters.
This is true.
So who was your most shocking death?
Most shocking death,
or most rewarding?
Most rewarding. Well, I mean, I think many people will agree that the most rewarding death was probably Littlefinger, because we've been wanting that guy to get it for a long time, and he was probably second on my list after Ramsay. So I would say, I mean, that was most satisfying. I was like air punching for like 5 minutes while I was watching that scene, and it was just great. But the most shocking death, I think it would have to have been, I think it's one of two for me. Either Thoros of Mir, because now Beric can't be brought back to life anymore, and he was kind of a mainstay character that you figured, he's got a guy for that. Oh, dead, arrow in the eye,
not a problem.
Cuts him in half, no big deal. I'm gonna be back in 10 minutes. Yeah. But so it was like, and they really killed him subtly, like falling asleep and dying of freezing to death. And
that's
when they were when the Jon Snow Suicide Squad was out in the middle of the north, or middle above the wall. So him or what's his face? Viserion, the dragon.
Viserion. Yeah. When Viserion got that speared, oh wow!
No!
I mean, as soon as I saw the explosion of fire, the blood going down, I'm like, I knew immediately he was dead, and that was disappointing. And there's two reasons why I love the dragons, but secondly, there was all this talk about the three-headed dragon, and Tyrion, Tyrion being
got destroyed by that.
One of the dragon riders, and that's out the window.
Yeah, I was unpleasantly surprised by that. I wanted them to be all three related. Daenerys, Jon, and Tyrion.
So the whole rumor can now just go right out the window.
Right.
Not necessarily anymore.
And that was really, I think that was a reach by fans, because they were mad that the third dragon storyline from the books did not make it into the show. Yeah. I think that it was just kind of a desperate for that to happen still somehow.
Last prediction, and this is the predictions, and we have this recorded for austerity. Who do you predict to be sitting on the throne on season 6 of Game of Thrones, the very final episode?
You mean season 8?
Yeah, season 8.
Sorry. I can say with confidence it won't be Cersei Lannister.
No, she should be dead.
But I think it's going to be Jon Snow.
I would agree for one reason.
And why is that?
He doesn't want it.
I can add another reason to it. Daenerys wants what's best for the continent, for Westeros, more than she wants her birthright. And especially when she learns that it's not even her birthright. I think she'd be like, all right, well, still same team, right? Mm-hmm. And I mean, they're also probably going to end up together, or, I mean, knowing this show, perhaps one of them will be dead.
She'll be dead. Well, if you enjoyed this episode of Game of Thrones, please smash that like button. And hey, let's continue the conversation below in the comment section. And if we get more than 3 likes, we'll invite Andrew back.
That's a lot of likes.
It is a lot of likes. So if you did like us, smash that dislike button. And for future content, please subscribe. If you do any of those things, you'll have your very own dragon egg delivered to you tomorrow morning by FedEx.
When is mine coming?
You're not getting one. With that being said, peace out.